What's up everyone and welcome to another Warframe video. We're still in the process of checking out that buff to the self-buff augments and seeing how we can add them into our builds. Today's video, the Warframe Oberon himself and the augment Smite Infusion. The augment works exactly the same as the Sarin one the other day. You hold Smite to cast it, radiates out a wave, and any ally it touches will get buffed with your radiation damage. The duration of the buff can be increased with duration mods, strength of it with power strength mods. Nothing particularly crazy here, really nice and simple. So build wise it actually fits into an Umbral Oberon pretty easily, to be honest, more easily than trying to fit the augment into Sarin. Corrosive projection on here is as our aura, since the dash polarity still has almost all the best auras, and corrosive projection is still the best one for high level stuff. Could also put an aura former in here just for a little bit of maneuverability with your auras. We're going for a triple umbral setup with Augur Secrets to power up our power strength, adaptation to help increase our survivability, since honestly, he's not the most durable at higher level, prime continuity for duration on the buff, and to keep the drain from our renewal down, and then unfortunately we're going to go with a rank 2 rage for our energy generation due to mod space, arcane grace and an arcane guardian to further increase our survivability. Unlike Wisp, who can easily push quite a bit more healing per second, like I say, Oberon's significantly lower. So while double Guardian would be ideal here, you kind of need the Grace just to help with that health regen a bit, just to give you that extra survivability. So with the build out of the way, do I think it's a good augment? Well, honestly, it's one of the ones that's been causing me to flip my opinion on it actually several times, with good reason, and that is the status procs. Let's be honest, the only time we actually end up really needing this type of buff is at higher levels, so let's say Salty and above. What ends up being the most problematic enemies there? It's the armoured ones, where we mostly mod for corrosive to strip the armour to take those heavy enemies down quicker. The problem with this augment, which Sarin doesn't have, is that it interferes with corrosive procs, and that means that stripping armour takes longer. Even weapons that overstrip armour, like the comb, you would think it would kill significantly faster with this buff, since the procs are going to be less problematic. But as you can see on screen, while it does kill a bit faster, it's not as fast as you would expect, as if you basically put another two 90% elemental mods on the weapon, and that is just how much those radiation procs mess up armor strip weapons. And this is on 100% comb, which is one of the best armor strippers in the game by far. Anything else that doesn't have 100% or a super fast fire rate is going to get hit really hard by the dilution of these corrosive procs. So while against armed enemies it's kind of hit or miss, against anything else though it's pretty much just a straight damage increase. If you've got 4 CP like corrosive projection or are fighting against factions where the corrosive procs just don't matter, it's actually a very helpful augment and can give you all a very nice injection of damage to both you and your team, with minimal change to your actual build. In fact, like I say, this is pretty much my Phoenix Renewal build, except without the Phoenix augment, so I didn't really have to do anything particularly crazy to fit it. Where this augment really shines though, Eidolon support. While the heal isn't really enough to keep the lures alive for any reasonable amount of time against the harder Eidolons, the carpet to ignore the magnetic procs from the down state of the Eidolon, as well as giving your squad, and most importantly your squad's chroma, an extra over 290% worth of radiation damage, can absolutely demolish Eidolons even quicker than we already do. It's a really nice buff and gives him a fantastic support role in an Eidolon group. So this augment, it's definitely a bit of a mixed bag. It's slightly unhelpful against armoured units, but helpful just about everywhere else. I'm not, though, necessarily convinced that outside of Eidolons, I'm going to be using this over Phoenix Renewal, especially since in arbitrations, a Phoenix Oberon is one of the most helpful frames to stop people from going down and needing to revive them. This one, I'm going to leave up to you guys. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on this. More new builds coming soon, but for now, many thanks for watching, and I shall catch you in the next video.